This is Steve Garrison. We're excited today to bring you to the first MSSP Agentic AI Summit. This content is here to help you understand our vision and direction on what's really meeting the street with real software you can use today. My first speaker, of course, is our CEO and co-founder, Changming Liu. Changming, please come on in and share with us the vision of what you're seeing with investors, and then we'll hand it off to additional speakers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Changming Liu, co-founder and CEO of Stellar Cyber. I want to give you a little bit landscape about investment, right? Definitely AI is a very hot topic, it's a hype. There's some conversation about AI is a bubble or not, right? But I can happily tell you, even if it's a bubble, it's a healthy bubble. If you are old enough like me, remember the internet bubble, right? Left a lot of scars, at the same time, left a lot of valuable assets. That's why we had the internet growth and also had the cloud applications booming after the internet bubble, right? Same as AI, I believe. As a company of Stellar Cyber, we are AI pioneer, right? We have been using AI for the last 10 years. We benefit a lot from AI. So I can tell you, AI is going to help us in the long run as well. So when we talk about AI, I think there's two aspects. Let's look at the investor aspect. Sometimes I read some reports, and from some reports I read it, and found that about 40% of recent investment is related to AI. Investors pumping a lot of money into AI, either AI-based applications or AI algorithms, right? So definitely, if you have some great ideas in AI, you may want to talk to investors about that. At the same time, we can feel that a lot of enterprises, organizations use AI to improve the productivity and efficiency, right? As a company of Stellar Cyber, we benefit from both. So if you look at the left-hand side, this is a kind of hype cycle, right? Steve and I attended a couple of CEO and CMO summit organized by Garrison in the past. What they talk about in those summit, it's all about AI, right? So if you look at AI, start with machine learning. So, and then there's a generative AI in the middle. And at the peak is agentic AI. Stellar Cyber is very beneficial on this AI journey because many years ago, we started as a machine learning company. And long ago, we leveraged generative AI for like case summary. Right now, we're actively working on agentic AI for our product. Besides these different algorithms in AI, we also benefit from our experience working with machine learning in the past decade. Also, we have a big data platform. All people are saying data is the new oil. Without data, AI is nothing, right? So we, as Stellar Cyber, we have a lot of big data, right? Because we are XDR platform, we collect data from all kinds of security tools. So we benefit from AI, from our experience, from data, and from algorithm we developed. That's why we have a multi-layer AI solution as part of our product. This is an example of a CrowdStrike. But as you can see here, CrowdStrike also want to get into a SOC space. They want to build end-to-end SOC. The way they did it through acquisitions. Around 2021, they spent $430 million acquire Humio for the SIEM solution. But the SIEM is not enough to build a SOC. And you need data, but it cannot ingest all the data. You need a clean data. You need the right data. And also you need to transform the data to be used effectively for machine learning. That's why recently they realized that data is not good enough. They acquired a company called Olem, spent $290 million. And once you have data, the purpose of SOC is for threat detection and response. Look at what they did. They spent another $96 million acquired IDDR many years ago. They have EDR as a part of the CrowdStrike solution. That's how much money they spend to acquire company to build this end-to-end SOC platform. And also they spend a lot of in-house research and development on sharded AI and also build their own SOAR solution as well. That's why they build this end-to-end SOC solution, but they spend $1 billion on this solution. Next, Look at what we built at Stellar Cyber. We call ourselves platform. Reason is different from CrowdStrike because we built everything in-house. We started actually from data engine. Almost none of our customers need to use other third-party data engine because we have data engine built in. From day one, we realized data is important for threat detection and response. We allow customers to ingest data. At the same time, we allow them to filter data and transform the data. For example, normalization and enrichment to keep context to the data before data be stored in data lake. Right? We built NG-SIEM as a part of a total solution. And on top of it, our solution is a unified platform. We have many detections as a part of the platform. For example, NDR stands for network detection response. ITDR stands for identity threat detection response. And CDR, cloud detection response, so on and so forth. So you have all the tools you need as a part of this platform. Of course, on top of that, we have XDR, which correlate individual alerts from different detections, different tools into cases. So give you a forest view instead of individual tree. Right now, we're actively developing a threat triage through Agentic AI. Of course, we have a SOAR as a part of our platform already, so we're going to enhance it even further in the future. Also, we allow our customers to using whatever the favorite SOAR tool they have. Because our platform is open platform, besides ingest data from many different tools, we allow our customers to use other tools to interact with our platform as well, including SOAR. We build everything in-house with one console, no bottom acquisitions. It's a very unique solution built just for MSSPs and mid-market.
That's great, Changming. I think it's a wonderful overview of the vendor landscape. A lot of our partners are on the call, though. Can you share what VCs are saying about M&A amongst our partners and what that landscape looks like and what you're hearing?
Actually, I constantly talk to investors. Actually, in the last couple of months, I attended a couple of investor conferences as well. A lot of interest in MSSP space. For example, a lot of investors want to invest us because they see MSSP as a growth engine for us. And at the same time, many investors want to talk to MSSPs, especially private equities. PE firms, they focus on profitability and focus on growth. Actually, MSSPs give them the leverage. Actually, this is from our website. As I mentioned, we built this AI-driven SecOps platform purposely for MSSPs and you guys, of course, and lean enterprise security teams, right? Make it very easy to use, very productive, very efficient. Let me introduce next speaker. He just joined us a couple months back. So welcome.
My name is David McKee. I'm the new CRO here at Stellar Cyber. SoftBank, as probably many of you know, is one of the world's most influential technology investors. Its vision fund focuses on AI, robotics, connectivity, driving the next industrial era. The fund's invested over $160 billion across 500 companies in a bunch of different sectors. Of course, AI, fintech, e-commerce, mobility, and even semiconductors. They see a different type of future there. Major successes include companies like Arm, Alibaba, DoorDash, NVIDIA, ByteDance. And together, they've created trillions of enterprise value. So Stellar Cyber shares SoftBank's vision that open architecture lowers the risk of AI adoption, which is important, especially in today's world, helping organizations embrace innovation safely and at scale. So the way this slide came about is SoftBank went to RSA and met with every XDR vendor, whether it was Open XDR or closed XDR. And as you can see, SoftBank has a tremendous amount of confidence in Stellar Cyber's go-to-market. So SoftBank analyzed all key aspects of SecOps and confirms two items here. First, Open XDR is superior to the closed alternative. And as you know, open means yes. Yes to integrations, yes to supporting the end user security infrastructure, yes to integrations into the different go-to-markets that you as our MSSP partners have. And second, Stellar Cyber's open platform is the only XDR platform purpose-built for MSSP providers. And that's what shows here. So we're purpose-built for you as our customer. What I'm going to go over, a lot of this stuff I learned from the folks that I've talked to at the MSSP partners to date, and I've also learned internally from the feedback that a lot of you have given us. So what we know from you, number one, is outcomes matter. That's the final say, right? Is what we can deliver. Our collaboration with you has helped us build our AI platform, and it's shaped our multi-layer AI vision. So I'm going to share some stats here as we go down that actually came from, like I said, everybody on this call and the larger customer base that we have. So first, full stack visibility fuels MSSP growth. And it might be the first time you've heard the term full stack visibility. So I'm going to go a little bit into that. But because we have a multi-layer AI approach, we see data from different vantage points, which gives us a better, more consistent, stronger view. So over the last decade, we've proven that MSSP success scales with full stack visibility. Our open architecture empowers MSSPs to say yes to any source across 100% of the customer environments. Data is unified in real time, creating clean contextual telemetry without silos or translation friction, which is also very important, right? Friction, the less friction we have in translation, the better we can all do our jobs. That means 90% faster onboarding, 50% fewer deployment issues, and 2 times higher customer satisfaction and retention. In short, we're automating what legacy SIEMs couldn't deliver: a scalable AI platform for MSSP growth and profitability. AI-driven threat detection ensures better outcomes for your customer. Once customer data is unified, AI ensures precision and consistency at scale. And that's big too, right? And that's when I talk about the ingestion and being able to see the endpoint, not having to drop packets and being able to ingest it and correlate it's huge. With thousands of purpose-built algorithms, the platform combines machine learning and graph ML correlation to link weak signals across billions of events, right? Which again goes to scale. This ensures predictable outcomes, high customer satisfaction, and repeatable MSSP growth, not just empowerment, but actual measurable success. And again, these statistics I'm going to go through came from you as our customer base. It's 80% noise reduction for added clarity, which makes you be able to focus on what matters quicker, 10 times faster detection cycles for faster protection, and 75 fewer false positives for greater trust and retention. Lastly, I'll say AI-driven case management accelerates MSSP response. So when threats emerge, our platform automatically maps cases in real time, triggers AI-driven playbooks, and guides analysts step-by-step through investigation. This is what we've heard from you. We deliver up to 80% faster response, 70% less manual triage, and 3 times analyst productivity. That lets MSSPs handle more clients with the same team, which means more profitability for you, which is important to us. The more profitable we can help you be, the more sticky you are with us, and the better collaboration we have on both sides because we're in it together. What we've learned from you is that AI is a journey, and humans specifically build the path. To ensure we built it for MSSP growth, your business needs the right tool for each stage, from detection to response. For MSSPs, that means higher margins, differentiated services, and stickier customer relationships. Our platform transforms every AI innovation into human-led service value, and that scales across all clients without adding headcount. And when we look at AI, I don't believe that AI is ever going to be perfect enough to totally remove the human, and especially now it's even less, right? Because we're just on the fringe of this wave. So basically, there are certain things that there's good traffic in one organization and bad traffic in another organization. I know we all know that through the years. And sometimes you actually need a human involvement to decide what's good traffic at a specific organization. So now we're advancing multi-layer AI with recursive Agentic AI. And that's basically alert AI analyst results, alert AI analyst results, right? And you keep the human in there to really make sure that you have a safe gap stop. With that, I'll turn it over to Subu to dive a little deeper on the technology. I appreciate all you guys coming on the call today and look forward to meeting you guys in the field.
Thanks, David. I just have one question for you from the channel before you jump to Subo. You've been here for 6 weeks. What's one of your big goals in Q4 that you've learned from different partners you've spoken to that changes your roadmap for the near term?
Well, I'm going to answer it a little bit different than the question, and I'll be happy to answer this one-on-one. But my number one goal through the end of Q4, and our Q4, just so you know, ends January 31st, is to meet with as many partners as possible. So that way I can get educated on their businesses and bring it back to Stellar Cyber to make sure we have the biggest impact. There's a lot going on with this AI wave. We've been AI since day one, which was really an attractor for me. And, I'm sure everybody has questions, thoughts, and input that, I can bring back to Subu and the team.
Now Subo leads the product management team, and Subo has a lot to do with why we have a human autonomous story. Subo, take it away.
Thank you, Steve, and welcome, David, to the team. We're excited to have you on board. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. I want to walk you through kind of the platform story as well as our vision. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is, how our platform comes together. The first layer that I want to talk to you about is what we call open. We can get alerts from any source, and we integrate with almost hundreds of different devices or endpoints or applications. And we continue to add that set so that we can be open, so that we can have a complete surface visibility. Then comes our core layer, what we call our Open XDR. This is really which drives our AI-driven capability to be able to transform all these alerts that we're getting, being able to then look at correlating all the alerts. We don't only just believe you should be looking at alerts. We correlate them so you can look at common types of alerts into cases so you can focus and create detection management. The beauty of our platform is most of the applications that you need to run a well-functioning SOC is built in. You don't have to add other tools. So we have a next generation SIEM built in. We have NDR and OT, so you don't have to buy a separate NDR product to be able to get visibility of IT and OT. We have identity protection built in. We have cloud data protection. So the Open XDR is our core system, that platform that allows us to understand all alerts and quickly get to what you need to remediate. What's exciting this year is we announced the coming of the autonomous SOC, as David alluded to, and I'll walk you through kind of what that is. This is really taking to the next level for SOCs, and we'll talk about why this is important in the age of AI. So we're introducing the concept of remediation through automatic triage. So you can take thousands of millions of alerts and cases that you have and quickly find your true positive. So let's walk through how that's going to happen in the platform that we're building. This is a view, some of you have already seen this, we've presented this multiple times, but basically as I talk about, you go from left to right, we're looking at all the alerts that are coming in, we normalize it, we enrich it, and then AI takes over. We built this platform from day one to be AI ready, and the AI basically walks through to understand all the detections, it correlates them, so that we can understand which are the most important cases you need to be paying attention to, and then you investigate and remediate. We also introduced AI capabilities like an assistant that you can talk to in natural language with the SOC analyst. Now, this is great. This works really well. We've served thousands and thousands of SOCs out in the world globally. The problem right now that we're seeing is AI, while this is also helping us and the SOCs, AI is also becoming a very large threat that now you can get an explosion of alerts. And the only way you can solve this today with a model like this is to keep adding more SOC analysts to figure the problem. We said we don't think that's going to be scalable. So we are introducing the concept of human-augmented autonomous SOC. And that's what you see here is instead of this serial process, we have developed an agentic AI platform where all these agents, I call them my digital agent, and these digital agents are working together And this autonomous SOC is a learning system. It works together, triages, figures out where the problem is, and then quickly, more importantly, what we're differentiating, it's human augmented. Now, what does that mean? This learning system, an agentic AI platform, is talking to the human to learn and also make recommendations. We do not believe that the world is going to be complete black box autonomy and you just shut the door and the data center, everything works. We believe human is central, but we make the humans more productive so they don't have to do all the different levels of alert and triage to be able to get to the kind of the true positive versus false positive. Now, let me walk you through an example, like in the day in the life of a SOC. So you're a SOC analyst and you find, hey, there was a password was changed within 60 minutes of a login failure. And you go, okay, there's two potentials if you're a SOC analyst. Did the guy reset the password because they had a login failure? Then that's a false positive. You don't need to worry about that, right? So a user had a login failure. They just, like we all do, reset the password. But what if an attacker came in and changed the password so that the true user cannot get in? That's a red flag, and that's a true positive. Now, how do you know that's the situation? So this is where the agentic AI kicks in and starts asking questions and starts doing forensics. Did the password change actually happen from the same location or device? If it is, then it'll probably is probably a false positive, meaning me, based in Austin, with my Mac device, I did the change because I just couldn't get in. Don't need to worry about that. But if it's actually done in Moscow and I live in Austin, okay, that's a red flag. This takes time. A SOC analyst has to go and do this forensic. Now, if you can go to the next slide, this is just one example I showed you. What if you have to look at thousands or millions of different activities? This is where I call this my digital agent army. These agentic AI are working continuously day and night, 24/7, looking at thousands or millions of different types of observables, which is the items in orange here. Then the agents are looking at where is the origin, what happened, where did this happen, what was the impact, what is the metadata behind it. We integrate with threat intelligence tools, and we call this our verdict signal check. So this is my little army that's just working nonstop, looking at thousands and millions of different activities and coming to a conclusion of what the verdict is. Is this a true positive, which would have taken an army of people to do, but this digital army is now doing a lot of this work in real time that would have taken weeks, months, in seconds and minutes. So what does that mean to you as our MSSP? You've been assigning SOC analysts to do the alert triage, doing the investigation, doing the response, and a little bit of AI agent, which didn't exist that much in the last decade. But this takes, what I talked about is assume that the LLM explosion is creating more bad actors to more threats. You're going to only have to be able to solve this by keep adding SOC analysts. Fast forward, with Stellar Cyber's verdict signal capabilities and agentic AI, a lot of the triage, investigation, and response, and even the optimization will be done by the agents. So you don't have to keep employing people. You'll have these digital agents making informed decision of what is truly a focus that you need to focus on. And with the auto triage capability, you can focus only on the most the threatening attacks versus having to go kind of looking for a needle in a haystack by throwing bodies at trying to solve the problem. So this is the world that we believe is going to be the future of SOC. Now, why are we so excited about this is because we have proven since the inception of the company, we serve almost 14,000 organizations, whether it be small businesses, medium-sized, or even large enterprises. We are a global company. We serve customers around the world because we believe our SOC is universal and the ability to kind of solve a issue anywhere around the globe. We are one of the top 3 vendors that are considered in the MSSP. And then we've also been recognized by Gartner. As you can see here, we not only can, as I talked about, you have one platform to do not only IT but OT. Gartner quickly recognized that we're one of the only XT vendor that can do both IT and OT, which you see in the middle. We've been recognized by GigaOM and Frost as the leader in XDR. And we're considered one of the top 3 vendors that is serving the MSSP market. And we continue to keep growing that list to be the best provider of security SOC services with an XDR and now with autonomous SOC for the customers. So this is why we're excited. And let me just kind of summarize why we believe, thank you for us being a partner of ours, why we believe we are building the future of the SOC. One, it's a fully integrated platform. The whole concept of you have to patch together multiple tools to do all your SOC services, we believe that is not the way to go. So we have the capability to integrate with any EDR, any network or app that's built in. NDR is not a separate product. It is included in the product, in the platform. We also have the capability, as I talked about in the platform view, we have the next generation SIEM. We are able to look at user analytics. We're able to look at identity threats, all built in. As Changming talked about, the day we built this platform, we knew we had to optimize the data. So we have actually built in intelligent sensors, as well as being able to filter the data that comes in so that we can optimize what goes in and so we can focus on the core issues. As I talked about, we have built this platform from day one to be AI ready, and it does the full life cycle. The other advantage we have is we can deploy this anywhere, whether it's a SaaS requirement on-prem, and we built this product from day one to be MSSP friendly, meaning multi-tenant, so be able to do that. And now we believe we're the market leader now to take our customers to human-augmented autonomous SOC for the next level of the wave of what security threats customers are going to face. And we can do it at hyper speed. And it's all built in. Again, not having to integrate another third-party product.
Do you need any more early access adopters to jump in and help fine-tune this technology? Where are we with that process?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big believer in building the product together with our partners. So we have introduced various early access programs for the autonomous SOC, as well as all the different capabilities and improvements in detection. So we always like to involve you. Reach out to your account executives or directly to my product team. We're always going to cooperate to build the best solution in the marketplace.
Thanks a lot, Subu. And everybody can use the Q&A tool on the nav bar and submit questions. We're happy to take them live. With no further ado, Subu, how about we introduce Jeff? Jeff leads our global Infinity Partner Program and Global March. He's becoming a super connector. He is a thought leader. Many of you may have run into him. Jeff, I'm hoping you're blushing just a little bit. Please take it away and close out this presentation on how we help partners grow.
No, not a problem. Thanks, and happy to be here. Before I get started, obviously I've done a little bit of AI research internally, and I want to thank our partners that are here. We've got multiple partners from resources from A Corp, Assura, Sayer, Security Tapestry, SciFlare, Lure, Kennertech, Alpha Cyber. Thank you so very much for making time for us. It's an exciting time here at Stellar Cyber. We're happy to have you. So thank you so very much. So, staying consistent with regard to the outcomes matter most, MSSP growth and opportunity. It is really an exciting time here at Stellar Cyber for both ourselves and our partners. Outcomes matter most. They truly do. They not only mean productivity internally for you as a SOC team, but also an ability to sell, but also outcomes matter most for your customers. They're looking for you to deliver greater visibility and greater success with regards to security operations. And the challenge that we're facing here, and I think you guys all recognize this, is enterprises are in a quandary. They're in a conundrum. There's a shortage of skilled and trained analysts. They're having to compete for the same resources that are out there today. They're shifting from point tools that are out there, and they're looking for AI-driven platforms, and we're seeing it and we're hearing it every day. Obviously, Stellar Cyber is leading the way. Adversaries are using AI to accelerate attacks. The reason why this is the case is it's an opportunity to take advantage of customers in a very simplistic manner. We're all familiar with that. That being said, those individuals who are looking to protect, they have to leverage the same tool sets. So MSSPs have an advantage. They have the opportunity. They're staffed to meet enterprise demand. You are already prepared, already capable, and already trained to deliver, what your customers are looking for from an outcome perspective. You guys have deep expertise in managing those outcomes. You see them daily, you triage them daily, and you engage with your customers on a daily basis. And you drive measurable business results. You have the ability to show your customers and differentiate yourselves from a value standpoint. And Stellar Cyber helps with that. not only from the UI, but from the reporting, from the coverage analyzer, from all the tool sets we have within Stellar Cyber that help you drive productivity internally, which then in turn gives you the opportunity to deliver greater value to your customers. So better margins, smarter operations, happier customers. All of this drives towards profitability. It drives towards productivity and ultimately growth. And so when it comes to outcomes matter most, the goal here with AI is to eliminate, automate, and scale with confidence. 8 to 15% scalability and consistency is what we're seeing from a standpoint of organizations leveraging Stellar Cyber and delivering their outcomes to their customers. Faster mean time to respond, but also opportunity to detect more from a standpoint of automation. Fewer false positives. 15% higher correlation with unified telemetry. And we've all heard this story before. We saw it earlier in David's slides. We're still singing our song as it relates to open. Embrace the complexity that the industry's created. Embrace what your customers have invested in. Take advantage of your opportunity to deliver a truly open XDR storyline, which allows you to address the entire attack surface. AI-driven SecOps equals performance and profit. MSSPs are earning on a basis here of higher margins of 1.5 to 3% more from a higher margin perspective. Why is that? Automation is simplifying the data collection, and it's simplifying your ability to deliver more productivity. And oh, by the way, that productivity in turn delivers greater value to your customers because you can get to more things. Consolidation of tool sets boosts efficiency and analyst productivity. Without having to go from one tool to another, Stellar Cyber consolidates. It correlates and it enriches that data and presents that information to you, the SOC analyst, and or internally to your customers that creates greater value. And the outcomes, of course, they matter. Faster growth equals happier customers. That gives you a differentiated point of view. That gives you the opportunity to tell a different story versus just checking a box. Your customers are looking for better outcomes, better SLAs. And with efficiency going up, your accuracy increasing, and confidence both internally and externally, you're able to deliver happier customers, smarter operations, and better margins. All right. So these are the things that we're seeing from a standpoint of changing in the market, if you will. 60% of SOCs will be using AI in the future beyond traditional rules. Rules will still play there. And as you see here, human and AI synergy. We don't see our partners removing resources. We see our partners reallocating those resources and using them in a much more effective manner. And with our AI capabilities, we're going to help you achieve beyond rules greater success. AI-assisted analysis deliver 50% greater investigations. You have the ability with our correlation and our integrations to have everything across the attack surface from telemetry, log data in a single unified case. That increases productivity and, oh, by the way, increased investigation value. And 35% of enterprises are shifting, 20% or more to security operations MSSPs. They are moving different pieces of services that they have internally to organizations like you. The opportunity is out there and they're looking for simplicity. They're looking for automation. They're looking for AI. And how do you leverage those tools to differentiate yourselves? And so from a requirement standpoint, what we see on a regular basis is multi-layer AI for detection, response, and automation. You can't just have multi-layer AI as it relates to correlation of the data. You've got to hit all aspects of the investigation, from response to detection, automation from a standpoint of collecting the data, but also the way Stellar Cyber actually correlates that data and presents it to you as a SOC analyst, but also how you're reporting to your customers as well. Unified visibility across the full security stack. This is what's key. For many, many years, traditional SIEMs have been collecting the data, but they've been collecting it and leaving it to the humans to determine, how do I use that? Well, Stellar Cyber, we unify it, we enrich it, we normalize it, we correlate it. And that unified vision gives you greater visibility. That should in turn give you greater success, but also greater value and differentiating yourselves with your end customers. And you've heard it already before, purpose-built platforms and programs for MSSPs. Yes, there are a lot of tools that are out there today, but with Stellar Cyber's multi-tier, multi-tenancy, Infinity, our partner program, to include our correlation, where we're taking the platform with AI, Stellar Cyber's vision is leading the way. We're focusing on human-augmented, autonomous SOC and empowering our partners for success. You've heard it. I've said it before. If you haven't heard it from me before, your differentiation, your advantage, and your success will result in Stellar Cyber's partnership, our ability to deliver differentiated services, but also the ability to help you remediate and deliver those services in a way that the outcomes matter. So thank you so very much for the time today. We greatly appreciate your participation.
I really enjoyed the conversation, and I'm glad we had such a nice turnout. That was really fun.